The bayonet is a weapon that makes big dirty wounds which are almost always deadly. When you survive an attack, it is a long revalidation. Due to its shape, leaves the bayonet internal wounds that will never heal. Even after the war, there were victims of internal bleeding. The last few years there was a kind of agreement to not use these bayonets anymore. The tank was a new invention in World War I to get closer to the enemy, cross barbed wire, craters and trenches. The feared thing about a tank was not mainly the tank itself but the infantry that can walk behind it without being hit. The tank was very vulnerable for artillery and stranded much of the times in craters. The tank was such a great invention that it is still used today, but much better developed. The flamethrower was a destructive weapon that has killed a lot of people. With the flamethrower you were able to kill all the men in a trench in a few seconds. Due to the flammable liquid, it can light almost anything on fire. The temperature of a flame could reach till 1000 degrees. The bad thing about the flamethrower is that you were very vulnerable because you had to stand straight up and you could not move very fast because of that heavy thing on your back. The machine gun was not a new invention, but it was never seen as important as it turned out to be. With a machine gun you were able to defend a whole flank with one gun and two men with rifle to shoot when the machine gun is reloading. Only the machine gun was totally not portable because it was heavy and big. Since it is not movable, the man could not be backed up by machine guns when they capture ground, so they will lose the captured ground again. Gas was first used by the Germans near Ypres, which killed a lot of men. Both sides started to use more and more gas. There were even shells with deadly gas in it. Also, the gas mask was developed. First, the gas mask was just a piece of clothing which you had to pee on, but later it was a leather mask with an active CO2 filter. The bad thing about using gas is that the wind has to be in the right direction, otherwise the toxic gas will float to your own troops and also kill them. Later in the war, gas was not such an efficient weapon anymore, because gas masks were well delivered and developed. Shrapnel grenades will burst open in the sky and release hundreds of lead balls that will rain down on the ground. Shrapnel pierced helmets, armor, sandbags and even shallow dugouts. These lead balls left terrific wounds such as burst open heads. It was deadly from the beginning of the war till the end. Shrapnel caused also a lot of wounded, just like ripped arms and legs, and also ruined faces, which were called broken faces by the British.